This program is brought to you by Amico Flooring.
Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarola, the mayor for the city, and yes, we're live tonight as we are each and every Thursday night. Carl is here. What's going on, Carl?
Just fixing a few things.
Fixing a few things. Yes, we're live. Phone number hasn't changed. It's 978-537-7760. And as we always do, take phone calls when you'd like. But first, we're going to sort of drone in on the valley of Bigelow Hill, also known as Joslin Hill, but we're going to begin to call it the Valley of Art. Art, are you there?
The Valley of Art.
The Valley of Art.
Oh, boy.
Huh?
Isn't this weather something?
As long as there's no snow and ice, I don't care what the weather is.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
People fall, you know what I mean? The walkways, it's not pretty.
No, I can't use my side steps. An inch of solid ice on them, and the ice is so clear and smooth. I put sand on it, it just blows off.
Right.
I'm just
Doesn't
shut
penetrate.
it down till we get a thaw.
Well, give us a full report, Art. We've been waiting all week.
Well, for starters, a little surprised today being a carboner, born and raised. We had a Leominster appliance over to fix the fridge today.
Yeah, Pancari.
Exactly.
Joe or Jimmy?
Carboner. And I didn't realize it till we got to talking, and I said, "Where did you grow up?" And he says, "The Carboner." I go, "Wait a minute. What you like? Pancari?" Everybody knew the Pancaris.
Of course.
It's wonderful.
Of course.
And he, less than an hour, he had us back up and running.
It's amazing what they can do.
Well, you know what I said to him? I said, "You know, it's funny." And I think back, I remember the Iceman coming to the house, never mind. But I never thought I'd see the day when called for to have the refrigerator repaired, and it's a computer board.
Ah,
It was a board. Imagine that.
yes. That's what runs everything.
It exactly. It ran the defroster. It ran the temperature control. Ran just about everything.
And I'm thinking, the simpler you can make appliances, the longer they'll last. Right?
But the one thing they didn't think about doing when they put the computer board in it was making it easy access for the repair guy. He had to take the whole front of the thing apart, you know?
Yeah, they were even believing it was going to last a long time, right?
Yeah. Well, 9 years.
Oh,
Bought
still
it new.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so it got repaired. So you still can use it.
Yeah. So it was great. We had a nice chat. Talking about Freddie up there and the Canavinos and the Pegnatas, and oh, God, we went on and on and on.
Question. I think you were holding out. I saw or heard a commercial after the show last week. Somebody said to go to Twin Rivers and look at their lineup. You were holding out.
You mean Paul Anka?
Yeah.
You see the price for the tickets?
Buddy, we're on the other side of that, worrying about price on tickets, aren't we?
No. All right, well, I've seen him 4 times.
All right, how much are tickets?
Here's the problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not a big room.
Yeah.
So the tickets down front are between $350 and $400.
You're worth it.
No. Nay.
Really? That much money?
No. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what about-
I looked it up.
What about the lousy tickets in the back somewhere?
100 and up.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but you can't see them.
Oh, I thought you said it was a small room.
Well, it is, but you're still far enough. It's not wide, but it's no way.
All right.
And all the good seats will be gone. I'm sure if they're not gone, they already are gone. But
I will wait for your.
I can't justify it.
I will wait for your guidance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't justify it.
He's your buddy. You should be
I
able to
mean,
get in for a
I'm
discount.
looking at a stub right now.
Mm-hmm.
Front row center
Mm-hmm.
at Foxwoods. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Okay. Paul Anka, Wednesday, May 15th, $69.50.
Wow. That was what year?
2013.
No.
But we've been since then as well. And it's always been right around. That's the best seat in the house. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This is not Foxwoods. This is the balcony up in heaven at the Hanover Theater.
Well,
$69.50. Anka, I swear to you, looked like a midget. He was so far away.
well, I know.
It was first balcony.
All right, well, not everybody can sit in the front seat.
But we didn't pay that much at Foxwoods. But I thought that was my Foxwoods. Every now and then wait a minute. I know I'm boring America as we speak, but I'm just trying to help my buddy the mayor here. Oh, this is Fabian Rydell and Frankie Avalon was $38.50. That was front row at Foxwoods.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, it just, they got to do that to make money if they're going to have him there.
I guess.
Because I think he gets between $75,000 and $100,000 a show.
Wow, that's crazy. You and I do it for half.
Celine Dion and the big names, they get up to $1 million for one show.
Yeah, I bet. All right, let's see if you can figure this song out. I know, but you got to figure out the artist on this song too. So let's give it a shot. Stump
All right.
Mr. Art from Art Valley. Let's give it a shot. The screaming. Where's all the screaming coming from, you guys?
Though we gotta say goodbye for the summer, baby, I promise you this. I'll
Brian
send
Hyland.
you all my love every day in a letter,
Sealed with a kiss.
sealed with a kiss.
Listen
yes,
closely.
It's gonna be a cold, lonely summer. But I'll feel the emptiness. I'll send you all my dreams every day in a letter, sealed with a kiss. I'll see you in the sunlight. I'll hear your voice everywhere. I'll run to tenderly hold you.
Yeah, that's Brian Hyland. Brian Hyland. No, it's the Everly Brothers.
Say goodbye for the summer.
Well, he was the original.
Yeah, I didn't say he wasn't. I said,
So
Oh, you're trying to, you tricked me. That's not fair, man. Yeah, Brian Hyland was the originator of that song.
look at your TV.
It's funny, that did not sound like the Everly Brothers either.
Who was it, guys?
Little Bobby Vinton.
See?
Bobby Vinton?
Yeah, Bobby Vinton.
Oh, see now, and we're showing the Everly Brothers. You guys are tricking me. I didn't think they had that song.
Everybody's done
Oh,
that
this
song.
is getting, now we're putting the gloves on.
It's been
Oh.
4 years. It's time to.
We're putting the gloves on. They're turning on me. A man my age.
Carl said it's time to toughen it up.
Oh, my God.
Right,
I never
Carl?
thought I'd see the day I'd get turned on. The mayor of the Carbine versus the mayor of the city of Leominster.
Hey, it's got to see if you're
I
on top.
realize I draw a big paycheck, but I never thought I'd see the day.
Well, I'm just letting your fans
Oh,
know.
my God.
It's not that easy.
Buddy Holly standing up in his grave. He never thought this would happen to me.
I think he was standing up when they put him in.
Ugh.
He was dancing.
Hey, I wish you all the luck in the world, too, trying to fight in the pooch.
Thank you. We're working on it.
Is there any areas, if I'm out riding around, I should be looking?
I think he's safe. I don't think he's like running around. I think he's okay. I think somebody's got him that doesn't know he belongs to me. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a matter of getting it out there, and somebody's going to say, "Oh, I didn't know that was your dog." So it'll happen.
Jeez, that's heart-wrenching.
Keep up the hope.
Yes.
All
That's
right, Art.
positive.
From the Valley of Art.
Oh, I can hear him at the coffee shop tomorrow, how you guys turned on me.
Wait till, well, you know what? Tell them they could call in, and we'll challenge them too.
Oh, this is awful. Well, tomorrow my car won't start. I can see it all now. My world's coming to an end.
You got to close your eyes
Whatever it
and
became, the
concentrate.
trust. Dick Clark wasn't treated this bad.
You got to close your eyes and concentrate. That's Bobby
Oh,
Vinton's.
this
Bobby
is like
Vinton's
payola
voice.
back in the 50s.
Well, you can appeal to the appellate
Well,
board. Kyle,
I gotta go
does he get it
upstairs.
or not?
I got to put some
I can't see.
Bengay on my
Hang on.
wounds.
What are you saying, Kyle? Kyle says thumbs up. You get it.
Well, you know what? No, it's too late. I'm bringing in human resources.
Kyle's afraid of her.
She's coming in, and I'm going to tell her to bring a rolling pin.
Kyle's definitely afraid of her. HR.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next
All right.
week.
Over and out.
Traders.
10-4.
Over.
All right. Hey, we're going to take a short break, and we're coming back. We're going to talk about deck hockey. Deck hockey for me was playing in the streets, and then came the deck. First came the street, then came the deck. And we're going to be talking about how advanced deck hockey's become, and little fundraiser coming up in the World Ball Hockey Tournament being held out of this country. We're going to get a chance to talk about the specifics. All right? Coming right back with Inside Leominster.
You and me, we wanted it all. We wanted it all. Passion without pain, sunshine without rainy days. We wanted it always.
You and me, we reached for the sky. The limit was high. Never giving in, certain we could win that prize.
I should have seen it in your eyes.
Should have seen it in your eyes.
Look how all our dreams came true. See how I've got you. Baby, you've got me.
Through it all, just one thing down. Little thing called love.
Something deep inside. You and me,
You and me,
we're not like the rest. We once were the best. Back when we were dumb.
how did we become so smart?
To learn to break each other's heart. Look how all our dreams came true. See how I've got me, baby.
And through it all,
we wanted it all. Baby, you and me, we wanted it all.
There you go. Little Frank Sinatra there. We're back here at Inside Leominster. We're live. 52 weeks of the year. 978-537-7760 is the number to call. And we're going to be talking about hockey tonight. We've got a few guests. Bill Allman is the head coach team for the USA Deck Hockey U14. Welcome to the show. Guys, introduce yourselves. If you don't speak up, then I got to hand you this microphone. Then it makes it even more difficult.
Hi, my name is Eric Walker, and I'm 12 years old.
Can you hear him okay back there, guys? All right.
Now they got to speak up.
No, here we go. Pass it around.
Hi, my name is Eric Walker, and I'm 12 years old.
I'm AJ Mills, and I'm 13.
Hi, I'm Rocco Zami, and I'm 13 years old.
Cool. See, they did a great job. So coming up, you have a fundraiser. Let's talk about that first, because that's coming up on February 3rd.
Yep, a week from this Saturday.
At the Eagles.
That's correct.
And you're going to raise some money, because you're going to
Hopefully
be
we're going to raise a lot of money.
flying a long way here.
We have 22 kids on the team. So that's 22 air flights plus parents. Now you're up at with the coaching staff. That's over 50 people that have got to fly.
Anybody get their license to fly a jet?
No.
And save a little money if you hop in the cockpit.
No, none of that.
None of them.
No. But no, it's quite an expensive venture when you're playing in international competitions. We're going to Nitra, Slovakia.
Yeah, well, it's amazing. Huh?
yeah.
Did you do any research on Slovakia?
Nope.
Nothing. So you got to start looking to see where you're going and what's out there, right?
Yeah.
Get the history and all that, right? Don't you think so?
Pictures.
Yeah, I mean, just start to it's completely different there, than it is here. Although they probably have McDonald's out there. They probably made their way to Slovakia.
I don't know. I don't know about Slovakia if they got
No,
McDonald's.
they have
but-
the value menu out there in Slovakia.
I don't know.
And the 4 for 4.
Yeah, they're in training. We don't want them having McDonald's right now anyway.
No,
So.
why? They burn it off. Are you kidding me? Watch these guys fly
Oh,
back
trust
and
me,
forth.
they're going to be burning it off.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no doubt about it.
So Team USA will be playing against teams from Canada and Slovakia, as well as lots of teams from Europe.
The Czech Republic, Slovenia, Sweden has committed. Hungary has committed. Switzerland has committed, and that's just for the U14.
Amazing.
Leominster has kids going with the U16, the U18, and I believe the U20.
Wow.
And there's you've got teams from all over Russia. Is going to be in it. You have teams from all over Europe, so
Wow,
it's
that's
going to be
amazing, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Man. Hey,
I'm
listen,
excited.
they're clapping. You hear them? They're all clapping for you already. You didn't even play yet, and they're clapping for you. Hey, what's going on downstairs tonight, Carl? Were we invited? Jeff? Can you guys hear the...
Geez, I hope so. It smells good, too.
I know. Can you hear what's going on down there? At the 435?
I try not to ask too
All
many
right, listen.
questions.
Listen for a second. Hear it? I'm going down after. Let's go down after. What do you think?
Pass the hat.
Yeah, I think you might be able to raise some money down there.
There it is.
But this is the best of the best. Kids come from all over the world to play.
Yeah, we have, again, 22 kids are on the team. We have 5 kids that are alternates. At this point, we have 10 kids from Pennsylvania, 3 kids from New Jersey, and then the balance come from Massachusetts.
That's amazing.
So we have 5 kids from Leominster. These 3 knuckleheads here, and then Andrew Walsh, who couldn't be with us tonight because he's not feeling a little under the weather.
Oh, no.
And then my son, Liam Almond, as well. So,
Is he sick too?
No, he just had a previous engagement. It's hard to book him. He's,
Wow. You need an agent for you guys.
Exactly. They're
Hey,
rock
Jeff.
stars.
Jeff, you back there?
Yeah.
Call downstairs. Get him on the air. I want to talk to him down at 435. I don't know what's going on down there tonight.
All right, we'll do. Give me a minute.
Put him on. Yeah. See? I want to find out what's cooking down there. They got some food, but they make some really special foods down there, like soups and stuff, like chilies and stuff. Once in a while, good stuff. So I'll smooth talk him. You know what I mean? I'll get him on. I'll ask him what's going on down there, and then I'll find out what's cooking. And maybe then sometimes they'll be like, well, you want us to bring you up some? And I'm like, no, please don't go through all that. And then they'll say, no, we'll bring, no. And I'll go on for like 10 minutes, and then by then the food will be here, right? So, the fundraiser's coming up. Obviously, they have to raise some money to get there.
Yep.
And it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Very much so.
These kids work hard, they train hard, they'll represent us well. But again, not everybody can make it to fundraising, so there must be other opportunities for people to help out if they, that raffles, if they want to donate things.
Oh,
to be
absolutely.
raffled.
We'll have a lot of fundraisers. This is just the first one. We're going to have a golf tournament that will be on May 9th. At Oak Hill Country Club.
You guys golf? No? Don't take it up. It's cheaper to play hockey. Well, you know, that's what I said. They call it deck hockey now. It used to be street hockey. What happened to the street? They took the street out.
Well,
as soon as they put the deck on.
As soon as they put the
that
deck
was
on.
it. You guys become like big time.
That's it.
We used to have to wait for the cars to go by and then get back on the street and play hockey again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's deck hockey here in the United States, but it's actually known as ball hockey throughout the rest of the
I know.
world.
If you talk to anybody about it, they're like, what's deck hockey?
What's deck hockey?
What's going on, Jeff? What's happening? You got anybody? Oh, we'll wait. There's like 8 people back there. I don't know what they're all doing. What's going on back there, you guys? There's like 20 of you back there. So you know what it is? They don't watch the show. They're watching another show.
We're getting their people to talk to our people.
What's that guy's, Harvey's name? Steve Harvey? You know what the show he does there? What's the name of the show? Family Feud. That's what they're watching back there. They don't watch this show. They watch Family Feud. And what else you watch back there? The cartoon, I call them watching the Cartoon Network. You ever see that one? Yeah. They watch that back there. They watch that over and over. They watch that, is it the Bud Light commercial there?
The new one?
Yeah, they're watching that.
Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly, they're watching back there. That's what they do back there. Sometimes they're doing like crossword puzzles. And I'm over here trying to do the show. And we're going to have to bring HR in. I know we are. It's getting to that point again where we've got to retrain everybody. We bring in human resources, and Tina comes in. We have to sit everybody down and have this long conversation. And everything's fine after that. Anyway, so there are lots of ways to help out. Is there a website, a phone number, so people might want to mail you a check and say, look, I can't attend, but
we
here's some
have
money to help out.
we have a website. We also have a Facebook page. You just need to look for Team USA, U14, I believe is the address. But they can, give me a call. I'm available. It's B. Almond.
He thinks it's a dating game. He says, I'm available.
I'm available.
Do you hear him? He's like, I'm available.
Trust me, they wish I wasn't available. Their world's about to change.
Yeah, you got to work hard at this, right?
We
So
have
make
a-
sure you eat right. Eating the right foods, like I'm about to find out what's on special downstairs, but eating the right foods, it really matters, you know, right? If you eat a lot of sugar, what's going to happen? You get that sugar crash, lugs it down. You got to eat good foods and fruits and right? You really do. Because even if you think you're fast, these other kids are like best in the world like you are, right?
Oh, yeah.
But they might have one advantage. They might like have this whole like eating regimen where they're eating protein and right. I mean, you might.
Well, they've
so
got,
we need a team nutritionist.
They've got more advantages.
Tina, where's Tina? Hey, are you calling Wyoming in there or what?
Yeah, they're too busy making noise to talk to you right now. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
We tried to get a manager, but they're swamped.
What's going on down there?
They're making lots of noise and lots of food.
There must be some function or something. Should we go down after and see what's going on? Yeah. You guys get nervous about going and playing? I mean, no? See, when you're young, you don't get nervous about anything.
Nope.
You get nervous about anything? Tests at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Now we're getting to the good stuff. But you can go and you'll have fun, right? Play hard. Get conditioned while you're here. Practice.
We have our first training camp this weekend up here in Massachusetts at Breakaway Sports in Drake. So
Wow.
these guys are going to be put to the test from 7:45 in the morning till 4 o'clock on Saturday, and then
And they can run forever.
Oh, they're gonna
just back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Well, the rink that we'll play on overseas is actually 45% bigger than the rink that they're used to playing on.
Are you serious?
So a lot of what we're going to be doing over the next few months is
Those rinks are
conditioning.
bigger?
Much bigger. Much
Than the
bigger.
ones down at Milac?
Much bigger.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
So is there a standard somewhere? Like, what are the ones here?
The ones here are, basically whether it's here or, Lowell or any of the other rinks in the area, I think they're generally the overseas ones are 15 to 20 feet wider, and they're
Wow, so
I
that's
believe
more
they're
area
about-
to cover.
Oh yeah, and they're about 20 feet longer on each side.
Did you ever
so-
play in a big rink like that?
But even that the rink in Drake, it is actually still 30% smaller than what we're going
Really?
to play on. Oh yeah.
So
These-
is there a
these
rink
kids are-
around where you can practice on?
Probably the biggest rink in the country that we could play on is down in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
so
so it's a haul.
yeah, but we're going to head down there. So we have the training camp this weekend, and then 4 weeks from now we're going to be down in Murraysville, Pennsylvania, doing a training camp down there.
Wow.
And
Boy,
then
you
we'll,
guys are like rock stars.
Oh yeah,
You'll be signing autographs.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, if they can lift their hands, you know. So.
Nah, are you kidding me? These guys can put up with it. There's nothing you can't do at this point, right?
Oh yeah.
When you hit 42, 45, and then you start to sort of go down the ladder the other way, right? That's when you hang around the halfway here, right? Well, good. This is really good. I wish you all well.
Thank you.
I'll help out. Just leave your number if you get. Does Kelly have your number at my office?
Yeah, I'll make
right.
sure she has all the information.
And we'll help
but-
you out. Anything you want to say? Anybody you want to say hello to or anything? No? You want to tell people to come and spend money or make donations? No? You don't care? Of course you do. You want people to come and have fun, right? So you're going to have a DJ?
We're going to have a DJ.
Right?
We're gonna have
Raffles.
raffles, food. Music. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, it's going to be a good time.
Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. 6 to 11 next Saturday night. Come help us out. We need a lot of
Yeah,
help.
it needs to raise a lot of money.
We do.
How else are you going to raise money? Any other way? More fundraisers, yeah.
Yeah,
You
see,
know
they
what?
don't
Get
do
some
the
candy
worrying.
bars. Everybody likes candy bars, right? If you give something to people, you charge them $1 or something or $2, people get something in return, right?
We're going to sell some Team USA T-shirts.
There you
and,
go.
and other gear and.
Hey, you're
different
on your
things
way.
Like that, so, yep,
We'll
we'll
have
do all
fun.
right. We'll do all right.
Work hard, right? You know who's going to win, right? No, but I mean, you know who wins? The team that works the hardest,
That's it.
right? That's generally who wins.
We're going to work hard.
So coach is saying, get ready. Get your sleep in, eat those jelly donuts,
That's it.
because it's all going to change in this next week.
Actually, this
This
Saturday.
This Saturday. So it's all going to change,
Yeah.
right?
They've got about 36 hours to.
Eat
you
your
know,
chicken and your fish and your strawberries and your salads, and you're going to have to put aside the other food for a little while.
That's
But
it.
it'll be worth it,
That's it.
because it really does matter, right?
Yeah, oh,
it
absolutely.
really does.
Absolutely.
And then you can do what you want after.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you. Good luck.
Mr. Mayor,
We'll
thank
see
you.
you soon.
Appreciate it.
Okay, taking a short break, and then I'm going to run downstairs and find out what's going on. I'm going to get to the bottom of this with the A team over here, all right? So, Team USA, Eagles Club, coming up February 3rd at 6 to 11. World Record DJ Entertainment will be there. They'll have food, raffles, and if there's any way you think you can help out, if you like to call our office, we'll make sure you get the phone number or the website or anything else. Taking a short break. We'll be right back here at Inside Leominster.
I want to play this for you different than you ever heard before. Grew up in a town that was famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise was always loud. There were sirens all around in the streets of me. I can make it here. I can make it anywhere. That's what they say. See my face in the lights, on my name on marquees found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Neighborhoods will describe you. Here
Alicia Keys with New York, New York. Just want to remind you, it went by today, and Rocky is still sitting out there in Rockwell Pond. Rocky's there because he's there as part of a fundraiser for our veterans. And you can go to www.leovets.org, and you still have time. I think the closeout date, last day to enter is March 28th, and basically what you have to do is try to figure out when Rocky will fall through the ice. So, Rocky's there. It got a little warm a couple of days last week. We had a lot of rain. I thought for sure he was going down, but he didn't. And so you'll have, again, until March 28th, and you can go online and pick your dates and time. 2 picks are $5, 5 picks are $10. So, good luck. The winter hike is coming up this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Doyle Community Park and Center, 464 Abbott Ave. And it's sponsored by the North County Land Trust, the Recreation Department, and volunteers, co-leading an easy to moderate guide hike through this 160-acre community park, conveniently located between Leominster and Fitchburg. It's free ice cleats and walking poles are going to be provided. Oh, no, are strongly recommended, Kyle, if you're coming.
That's good.
Come enjoy a day of great outdoors as we explore the trails of this beautiful property owned by the trustees of reservation. Several optional hikes with varying distances will be available. Bring a snack and water, dress in layers. RSV is not required, so show up at Doyle Community Park Center. Also, the fitness classes have started with Kathy, too. And this is up at Barrett Park. And she does them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right up until March. And you can call Carol LeQuire at 978-534-7529. She'll give you more information. My guest tonight is Featherstone Flamingo. He's here with us tonight because we have a special day coming up next Friday, I believe is February 2nd. 8 o'clock on the Common. Mr. Featherstone there, Flamingo, Featherstone, camera, there you go. So there he is. So next week, we're going to get a chance to see if Featherstone sees his shadow. And Mr. Featherstone, so next week, they call it Groundhog Day, but this will be, I think, our 4th day, our 4th year of us waiting for the sunrise to see whether or not you see a shadow or not.
That is correct. Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and so we do it a little bit differently, right?
Yes, we do.
So if you see your shadow, that means early spring?
That is correct, I believe.
Yes. And do you think that next Friday, it's a week from tomorrow, you think you'll actually see a shadow? Because I've had enough.
I don't know. I have a long neck, so sometimes you can see the shadow of my head first, and then the rest of my body. So it's tough.
Yeah. No, I think so. So you were in that Romeo and Juliet. That was a big movie. I didn't realize just how it's like a Disney Pixar movie.
Yeah, but the animators didn't do me justice.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
No. I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good.
They did pretty good, but I like the hand-drawn animation versus the computer-drawn.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, very much so. But I enjoyed it. And so anyway, coming up next, if you're around next Friday morning at 8 a.m., you come down to the Common, and we'll be there waiting for the sun to come up behind all those buildings downtown. And Featherstone Flamingo will be on location. Will you be signing autographs?
Yeah, I'll try. I'll give it a shot.
All right.
Yep.
But you'll be there.
I'll be there.
And it looks like you're dressed appropriately and warm.
Yes, these feathers are warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very stylish tonight.
Yes.
Very
thank you.
Traditional.
How do you like the tag off the side of my neck there? Pretty nice?
They claim they're going to be using chips for all of us pretty soon. They're going to be inserting chips in all of us so that we can't, get lost, I guess.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll be a chip off the old block.
Yeah, good one. And so next Friday, if you're around, right downtown in the square, 8 o'clock a.m., and if Feather, and please help us out here, because we need Featherstone Flamingo here to see his shadow.
Come and see me, Featherstone. I'll be there.
Yes, we need to see the shadow because we've had enough, I think.
Yes.
It's been cold and snowy, and but it's supposed to be like 50 on Saturday, so and sunny. So if we can get that same weather on Friday,
Yes.
excellent. Well, thank you for coming on,
Okay, my pleasure.
and enjoy your night. Are you heading downstairs to that party?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds pretty rowdy. Okay, hey, thank you for coming
right.
on with us. Sure.
10-4.
Restaurant Week is February 18th to Saturday 24th, and many restaurants. You have to check our website, leominster-ma.gov, and check that out because that's where we list all of the restaurants that will be participating. The restaurants can come up with their own specials. They're free to do so, so it's not one set sort of price to go to the restaurants. They're all encouraged to be as creative as they can and offer the best deals possible to get people out. Sometimes after Valentine's Day or whatever, it's difficult to get people out for the second half of the winter. They're just sort of holding on until the nice weather, but this is a good way to support local restaurants, locally owned restaurants. So watch for that, and you can check our website. The drive-in movie night this year, the Tater Auditorium, is February 20th. Doors open at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. That's always fun. And then once upon a time, when young children get to dress up in their Cinderella and Snow White costumes and kings and queens and so forth. And that is February 22nd, 10 to 3 o'clock. And you get to take some pictures and have some fun. And we have little workstations where kids can do different things and face painting and all that fun stuff. Let's see, a bunch of things to talk about. Okay, so we are closing in on our, Carl, and you may want to verify this, from what I was figuring out. Let me see, let me just check. So we are closing in on, let's see, our 1,000th show, is what I'm told.
I think you're right.
So,
I think it's 1,000.
So people ask all the time, what was the #1 requested show?
The #1 requested show was from April 1st of 2003.
Now, this is not a joke.
This is not a joke.
And
we
what
taped it on April Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was taped down at at Leominster Plaza.
Yes, tell me more.
And there was a place there called, it's no longer there, but it was called Sunsplash Sun Tanning.
I think I remember this.
Yes. And that's the most requested show of all time.
And if I remember right, so it was a sprayed-on tan kind of thing. And somewhere there was some miscommunication about the fact that somehow or another I was going to be sprayed on TV.
Right. There was a miscommunication, so they had to find somebody else to go into the booth.
Now, this is how it becomes. So this would not have been, this would have probably been one of the worst, the lowest viewership. But it turned out, so sometimes things turn differently, right?
That is true. That's why live TV is so much fun.
So, so they found an impromptu?
Yes.
Now, I haven't seen this since, in fact, I don't think.
Since 2003.
But I don't think I've ever seen this.
Okay.
Is it okay to show? I don't know.
Yes, it is. Well, we'll see.
All
we
right.
might get some complaints of some
right.
of the people that were in it, but
Okay.
we'll
Sure.
see what happens.
All right, let it rip.
All right, here it comes.
Good afternoon.
Hi. Welcome to Sunsplash.
Hi, good to meet you. Sun splashed, sunless tanning. That's a mouthful. And you just walk in
And you get
without your clothes. I have to.
well,
assume,
that's
yeah.
up to you.
Really, you can go in?
You can go in with a bathing suit. You can go in the buff, or you can wear underwear. Your
All
preference.
right, we took care of that. We've been wondering about this whole thing. Do you mind showing us
Come right up.
the rooms
This is the
set
room.
aside just for this?
That's right. When you come in this room, we take you through all the instructions, and then we leave you in this room by yourself. And the machine does all the work.
So you stand inside the machine. It
You
shows
do.
you where to stand, and then there's a diagram up there of how you. Right up here on the wall, it shows you the positions to stand in.
That's right. And we go through all of this in detail with you when you come in.
Okay. So as soon as you walk out, you have a tan.
You have a tan.
Right away, you can
Right
notice
away.
it. Hey, that's neat. Who needs the beach, right? Who needs a
Exactly.
vacation? Okay, so how are we going to do this now? We have Christine.
Christy, my niece.
She's going to.
She's going to be the model, and she's
gonna-
actually going to get in and tan, and you can film the whole thing.
Cool.
So Christy's going to tie her hair back to get it off her shoulders, so that it doesn't prevent her shoulders from tanning. And now she's going to put a hairnet on to cover her hair. Now this solution doesn't stain your hair. This is just to. And she's going to make sure that the elastic is just a little bit off her hair, so that she doesn't get a line across her forehead. And then next we provide the little stickers.
You gotta have a
And
sticker.
she's going to put a sticker on for you so you can see the difference. Little dolphin there. Okay. Now normally we would go on to number 3, which is the pre-tan conditioner, and that will remove makeup, oil, dirt, anything off the face. And because we're on TV, we're telling Christy leave her makeup on. Okay. All right, Christy's standing in the machine now, and you can see that there's a plaque on the wall that says last minute checklist. And what you would do is go through that checklist to make sure you've got everything covered, that your jewelry is removed, your hair is covered, your palms are coated, your feet are coated, your nails. And it's also a reminder that you're going to close your eyes and hold your breath while you're being sprayed. And there she goes. Now she's going to move into position number 2, which sprays the side. And 8 seconds later, the machine will spray again. Now she'll move to the other side. And lastly, she'll tan her back. As the bar moves toward the opening of the machine, it's spraying her with the self-tanner, and when it retracts back, it's actually blowing her dry with air. Now she's done. Now she'll step out. Now she's going to take the towel that we provide, and she's very gently going to buff her tan in. And the reason why she has to do this is because the human body is covered with tiny little hairs. And the mist is so fine that it actually beads up on the body hairs. So she's going to blend that into her skin. Now we'll see the results. And there's her. Pull, can you pull down the top of your swimsuit just a little bit so people can see the line?
Wow, that's cool.
Now as the day goes on, she'll get darker and darker as the DHA actually kicks in and starts to color her skin.
Pretty cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you
That
very
was an
much.
education for us, and we again, you're watching Inside Leominster, and we're sort of looking at a new concept, experiencing a new concept in sun tanning, and one that appears to be healthy and doesn't sort of present all of the other sort of side effects of tanning. And we are going to take a step outside. If you want, just show us a little bit of sort of your other, some of the decor in your business here.
Sure.
So we're going to take another short break, and we'll be right back.
There you go. So, anyway.
Give me some volume, man. Okay, so
So,
Dean,
yes.
the reason that was number 1
Yes.
is because I think people like the fact that you were wearing a tie
Yes, yes.
in a sun tanning booth
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And I think that's the same tie you have on now. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. No, it might be different. I'm not sure.
Now, explain something, because I've never seen the actual show after we
Yes.
did it.
Yep.
So what happened is people kept calling the station,
Right.
wanting to see the show.
Right.
But this was shown with another show, and so they kept calling saying they wanted to see the other show, but that's because they didn't want to ask for this that part of the show.
I see. Yeah, I don't really remember that part of it, but you could be right. Yeah, probably right.
Well, the way it was supposed to be is somehow or another they thought I was coming with swim trunks, and that I was going to go in the machine.
Well, we do have a show where you get massaged, but I think you had all your clothes on.
Thank
so
you.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
So I quickly declined,
Right.
and definitely a miscommunication
Right.
amongst people involved. Anyway, when people ask us, out of 1,000 shows, what was the most asked for show?
It's either that one or the Great Tomato.
The
you
Great
know,
Tomato.
Great
we have
Tomato's
to-
a good one too.
That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I tell you, at Chiro's house that day,
Right.
we drank wine. His wife made fresh beans from
That's
the garden
right, yeah.
with garlic and oil. And then he wanted us to try his white wine, if you remember that. See,
Right.
I can remember. And then we had salad with mozzarella. I tell you, what a day.
That was that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
So I had to, well, we'll show it some night, but so that's the show. I had to call you later,
Right.
next day, and
Yep.
say, maybe we should take a look at the show.
Right. Right. But it was okay. It worked out. We did a good job editing it.
It
you
was,
know.
I'm foaming at the mouth thinking about those
Right.
beans with the garlic and his wine, and yeah.
So for the suntan show, it might be interesting to find out what happened to that model. See if she had a
Yeah.
modeling career.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know. Maybe we'll hear from them.
Well, I can tell you what
Yeah.
happened to me.
What? What's that? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I had a little more hair on top of my head.
So that was
Yeah.
2013?
Yeah, that was 2003.
Oh, I was going to say.
2003.
That happened to me in less
Yeah.
than 10 years?
Yeah.
Ooh. So
No, that
2003.
was 15 years ago.
I, don't
15
feel,
years
I
ago.
guess I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're here though, Carl.
Yes, we are.
We're here.
Just barely. Yep.
Yes. Not in the playbook and Taylor's message. Coming up at the Leominster High School, February 7th at 5:30. Presented by Project Redemption, will be on display. And this is from the Leominster Opiate Task Force. And this is going to be Chris and Kathy Sullivan share their story of hope, love, change, strength, and personal struggles with impact of alcohol and substance use, underage binge drinking, and loss and recovery. And they're going to get a chance to tell you their story. Coming up February 7th, 2018, 5:30. And lots of things going on. Okay, update on some projects. Complete Streets, that's our sidewalk project. That's money that we got from the state, $400,000. It's ready for bid and spring work on sidewalks and pedestrian improvements. This will connect, be in the areas of City Hall, Veterans Center, and Northwest School, just some of the streets. Manusnock Brooks, lights have been turned on at Manusnock Phase 2 behind Wyman's. Mural needs to be completed on Wyman's, and then spring landscaping will be finished, and that was a total of $1 million. So that was a big project, but if you get a chance to go behind Walgreens, Monument Tap, Wyman's, take a look. It looks beautiful back there. Community Compact IT, funds will be spent as part of a new server project for the City Hall, and the money will be spent before June. That was $65,000. Small bridge project, Litchfield Street, design is underway. It's a $500,000 project set to be completed somewhere around August or September. We're probably going to close Litchfield Street between Union and Central Street. And for the reason is it costs double the amount of money if you don't close the street. So we'll get in there, hit it hard, and have it open before school begins in September. MassWorks grant was $1 million spent so far, another $2.5 million to go. Among spring improvements will include additional sidewalks, sewer work, lighting, and paving in the downtown area. Doyle Field, spring will be bring additional work to the walking track, playground improvements, new lights, bocce courts, and seating. The opiate coordinator is hard at work, tracking and tracing patients, providing information, and participating in a knock and talk program to help keep opiate addicts on the right track. So they'll actually follow up. If the ambulance has to respond, or we go to court, or there's a call where somebody had overdosed, the coordinator would follow that up and actually visit their home to see if we could help them onto the road of recovery. Just about 10 minutes left. If you have any questions, 978-537-77. 60 is the number to call. Lots of what you will hear, much of what you will hear will be heard here first. So if you need to stay up and you want to be the first to know a lot of these things that are happening inside Leominster, then you've got to watch. If you'd like to sponsor us at Inside Leominster, like Amico Carpet, my business will sponsor us as soon as I can remember to bring the check in. 222 Mechanic Street, that's that big house in the corner of 5th and Mechanic Street. That'll be coming down very shortly. That's a demolition project. 139 7th Street, the building has been taken down. Environmental paperwork has been completed. And then the master plan. We are hoping to get going on our master plan, working on state funding for that master plan. And that will bring the community together, and we'll be looking at, so where do we want our city to go in the next 3, 5, 10 years? And that is something that involves the whole community, anybody that wants to participate. And we sort of look at the future of the city, and lots to talk about. We are going to see automation and robotics are certainly going to change the workplace. It's already had a substantial impact in the workforce. We make more plastics in Leominster than probably we ever did, but we do it with less people because of robotics and automation. The next 20 years or so are really going to be the biggest advancements in manufacturing and pretty much in any field. Whether you've been to a McDonald's lately or another fast food restaurant, whether you've used an app like Waze, whether you've seen at a lot of the big box retailers, when you walk in now, go to check out, they have self-check with maybe one person there. So much will be done using your phone. Last year, I think we said during the holiday season was the first year that more people ordered merchandise and gifts off of their phone than ever. That's going to change things. So our city is working to adapt, to sort of change with the times and use technology at City Hall, for instance, in every way possible. It is amazing. Our GIS mapping system is all online. It is probably one of the most used applications that we have online on our website. And it's just amazing. Engineers, appraisers, real estate people. You cannot imagine how many people use our GIS for mapping. And it's such a wonderful tool, and it costs you nothing to use. Companies that are looking to come here, engineers that maybe aren't local, can get on our GIS and use that. It's a great tool. But so is a lot of other tools that we have on our on our website, such as our vision appraisal information. You can find out your assessed value of your house when you're comparing. And by the way, taxes are due on February 4th. So if you're going to make or need to make a file for an abatement, you need to do so before that time. There's the last day to do so. But if you want to look at and compare your property to other similar sized properties or other houses that were maybe built in the same year or have the same lot size, using the Vision assessing software will give you a real good understanding. And you can do it right from your home. You can do it from your phone, from work, from wherever it is that you need to get to. You could be at your summer vacation, your winter vacation in Florida or somewhere else, South Carolina, and be looking up this information. So that is the way that we have to adapt ourselves to make ourselves more sort of mobile friendly and offer more services and payments online, which we have quite a few now. There's only, for some strange reason, Visa will not accept water and sewer payment through credit cards, through their system. So we have a lot of work to do in order to be able to adapt and change as times change, but we've just beginning to see the impact of automation and robotics, and we want to make sure that we stay on the cutting edge of those areas, because as jobs become, as we sort of lose jobs in one area, we want to make sure we're creating other jobs in other areas, and that's where training is going to come in and be very important, because especially in the area of trades. And again, much of that is in the area of training. So as we will be sort of moving in those directions, our master plan will be extremely important as to how the city looks. We did it with a growth management plan some years ago, and as we pull that plan out, look back, we can see that we really did stay with that plan and really follow it. We didn't do the plan, throw it in the bookcase, and then dust it off every so often. We really stuck to it and adhered to it, and made sure that we follow that blueprint for the future of the city, because that's what people are asking us to do. Just a couple of minutes left. Little tickle in my throat. Apologize for that. Here's our scam magnet. This is a real magnet that'll really stick on your refrigerator or something metal. And it talks about elderly that are prone to scams. Gives you an example of the few scams that are the most popular ones, but also gives you the phone number down here that you can call 24/7. It's the non-emergency phone number at the police department. It's 978-534-4383, and you can call and say, I just got that phone call. They're threatening to, they say they have my grandson or granddaughter, and they want me to give them money, want me to go to Western Union. And anyway, when you get a call like that, you call that phone number, 978-534-4383, and they'll tell you whether or not this is legitimate. And especially during tax season, the winter months when people seem to be in more often, these scams are more prevalent. Last week, we only had a minute to show this from a number of different sponsors, but this is the actual map and trail guide for the Montezut region, and it's really a great resource. And it has all of the different locations where you can kayak or go visit trails. And let's get some pictures in here, and cross-country skiing, some beautiful views of the different parts of the area: Ashby, Ayr, Clinton, Devons, Fitchburg, Groton, Harvard, Lancaster, Leominster, Lunenburg, Shirley, Sterling, and Townsend are on this map. So if you'd like one of these, I believe we have some at City Hall, and gives you, pretty much an itemized view here of where these locations are, so you can find them. It's also available online by going to Mr. Mapper at mrpc.org, and again, they'll give you all of that information. Just time for one call left if you want to give us a buzz. If not, a busy week coming up next week with plenty of projects to move ahead. This time of year we use for planning, updating our capital improvements, and we begin our budget process. But we also sit with department heads and talk about what they would like to get done this year. And so we use the cooler months for training as well. So January, February, March, and then it starts to get really busy the rest of the year. So we want to have those plans in for every department. So we have a blueprint for the whole year. We follow that master plan for the entire calendar year. And then, because if it doesn't get planned out, it doesn't happen. If it does happen, even if it wasn't planned, then it doesn't really happen in the way that it should. So we spend a lot of our time on the planning aspect of town and our city and what we'll be doing as the weather gets warmer. We are out of time here at Inside Leominster. I want to thank you for watching. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. Please show up February 2nd, right downtown, and we will see whether Featherstone Flamingo sees his shadow. Good night.